You know what? Yeah, that leads me on to something else I want to talk about.
Talk up.
This guy and his pipivots. Whoa.
So you gotta do.
Because you know what?
Iniesta, bro, Xavi.
Yeah,
pass them from one side to the other.
You
Come
brought
on.
up something as well, yeah, and I think we're all men in it, obviously.
Yeah.
Do you feel like men in this generation, yeah, it's hard for them to open up?
I think that's... Sorry, go on. Yeah, go on, doctor.
It's hard to be vulnerable. Men don't want to be seen as vulnerable. They want to be seen as like strong all the time. And there's nothing wrong with being vulnerable. It just shows that you're emotionally intelligent. Like you're more in touch with your emotions.
Yeah.
I personally don't think if they're one of the Jesus, English. English is my fourth language. My fourth language. Let me rewind it. Yeah, so if one of the men came with their like life problems and they started crying, I wouldn't approach it on a level of like banter. It would be considered something serious, and I would support them in the best way possible. I'll always give.
Well, you're not gonna banter them, yeah?
Nah. You know, hold on. If it's a serious situation, I'll hear you out. Once we've passed the trauma,
Then
we can banter. That's what man and do.
That's real.
So, certain men have almost been shot at or whatever, and the man will say, "Bro, you fell on your ass, bro." Catch your ass, bro.
It's part of therapy.
That's us, though, innit? But in that moment in time, whilst it's paining you and you need support, why for that? I'll give you a shoulder to cry on.
Yeah.
Why? No, that's real.
No,
Stop drinking Joe's juice, bro. Don't why me, bro.
Nah, because you know why I'm saying that, yeah? Because I remember one time, like, cool, you man are gonna laugh, innit? But obviously, my cat died, innit? Yeah.
Oh my God!
No.
Why would you do that?
No. Listen.
Why would you do that?
Nah, but look, everyone's screaming, yeah. So obviously, my cat got hit by a car, innit? Yeah, and my mum phoned me up, innit? She like, yo, come to the vet. But I was giving it the rough talk on that because I was with the mandem. I'm like, I don't care, man. It's just a cat. But deep down, I'm definitely hurting right now, innit? I remember, yeah, the cat. I just remember, like, obviously, no. I just remember, like, went to the vet and all that stuff, and I'm still acting up, like, oh, just a cat anyway. Boom. As soon as I saw my cat, man started bawling my eyes out. I went outside. I remember I went outside. It's raining. I'm crying in the rain. I walked all the way to G's yard. All the mandem there. Like, bro. I'm like, no, legit. I'm crying.
They're like Usher.
Bro, I was legit upset. I went to G's house, and I don't know why I went to G's house here, but I just knew the mandem was there. I just want to be around the mandem. The man was like, yo, E. Madness. They were like, yo, E, what on? I'm like, hey, mandem, my cat died, bro. All of them laughed at me, fam.
Bro.
All of them laughed at me. You know what? That hurt me, fam. I went all the way at home crying, just there. And then it's like,
when you got there, they all started laughing at you.
Yeah, no, because obviously they're like,
you want
yo,
a tissue, bro?
Huh?
You want tissue?
No, I'm good still, but it's like,
Now, did you literally walk in the door? They started laughing at you, then you left.
no, but I basically went in. Well, gone. Yo, E, what's going on with you? My cat died. The man all just laughed at me, innit?
Yeah.
And then I was like, F you, man. And I just went home, innit? Like, I was upset. Like,
Yeah.
no, but, bro,
That's
you
rough.
see what
That's
it is,
rough.
though?
How long did you have that cat for?
I had that cat for 18 years, bro. 18 years. No,
Wait,
R.I.P.
the cat's
Rico.
still
You know what it is,
R.I.P.
yeah?
Rico. Don't
R.I.P. Big Puss, man.
Yeah, Rico,
R.I.P.,
bro.
man.
R.I.P.
Why is
Big
your cat
Puss.
called
R.I.P. Rico.
Rico.
No, but like stuff like that, yeah, made me realize, right, I can't tell these man certain things like that. So when my dog died,
Yeah.
man didn't tell them, I'm like, yeah, my dog died.
You know what it is, yeah?
Like, get me?
You know what it is, yeah? I
R.I.P.
think that's a
Rico.
black thing because a lot of black people don't have pets in it. So you can't and stereotypically speaking, yeah, because I think, is everyone here African?
I'm not African.
I'm Caribbean.
Right. African, Caribbean, I think there is little to no respect for pets. If from our parents' generations, if we're keeping it real, these man don't bring no dogs in my house. Don't bring. You get me? It's not a thing. As opposed to our white counterparts, where it's like this is an integral.
The
way you said it,
counterparts, like there's an integral part of the thing. You get me? So they grow up with pets, and it's like it's a part of the family.
It's part of the
It's
family.
a different. It's a different.
You know what I found funny? Like you just said,
Bobby
like
and that, innit? Bobby, Tommy. Like they bring their dog to their bed and all
But that's
that.
what I'm about to
Bro,
say.
black-
You know what's
different.
so
people
funny,
do
yeah?
that as well, you know.
Like you'll hear like a white dude talk about his dog, yeah, and if you're not listening carefully, you'll think he's talking about another one of his kids.
Right,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
You know,
exactly.
No,
Yeah,
but
so
listen,
it's a
they're
proper
family, innit?
integral
if you
part
had
of the family.
if you had pets, yeah, trust me, you'll be like the exact same thing.
Did you feed the cat?
I've
Exactly.
had dogs, I
Which-
had cats. Bro, they were on my bed, like
Yeah,
calm.
Which brings
So-
me back to my original
You know what I'm
point of that's just a black thing because we've grown up in that environment. It's like, yo, that's just an animal type of flex. So the man that probably were the wrong people to go to with that because it's like, what's this guy like? There's real life shit going on.
Yeah,
like, you want to
yeah,
come
this
to
guy
me with your
mad
cat?
come
You
to
get
me
me?
about a cat.
So it's just
Laugh.
cultural differences.
Yeah, but cool.
Back
Yeah, go on, sir.
to the original conversation
Yeah.
you brought up about just men and vulnerability and whatnot. Yeah, I think again, I think that whole topic transcends like the time we're in because from the dawn of age, it's just been a man's thing to be the rock of the family or whatever. You have to be strong, boom, boom, whatnot.
Facts, yeah.
That's just how it's been, innit? And like with vulnerability and that, obviously, you should be able to be vulnerable and like voice your emotions and whatnot. That's why a lot of people just end up. Because I think like contrary to like the popular belief, like men are also emotional beings. It's just shown like differently. You get me? So where like women might be more vocal about it and just like act off of their emotions, man, then it could show up in like different forms. It could be just wilding out, being violent and whatnot, but it's just it's still emotions, however you want to look at it. You get me? But just that vulnerability thing, I think that's more new, like more recently, it's been more encouraged for men to be like, you know, vocalize your emotions and whatnot, which is good. But I think though, it's good to be vulnerable, but you still have to be strong at the same time because that's just the way the world is, isn't it? Like, there's no place for like weak men or like just
you'll get
weakness
left
in
behind.
general. You get me? The world just doesn't cater for that. You have to be on your ish as a man, but it doesn't mean you can't be vulnerable and like emotional.
But you see what I feel like there's a contradiction in that as well because you're saying that there's no room for weak men, but you try to be a strong man and you got freaking people telling you, oh, you're the stereotypical guy.
Well,
You know
I
what
think
I'm
it
trying to say?
depends
They're
what
hand
you,
in hand,
what-
like-
when you say a strong man, what do you mean? Because
what's
I think being strong and being emotional, they're not exclusive. They're one and the same thing. To be strong, you have to be emotional. You get me? So because you're a strong person doesn't mean nothing hurts you and you're not human no more. We're all humans. You get me? So to be it's like to be brave, you have to be scared.
Yeah.
Because if you're not scared of whatever the situation is, then you're not brave. You're just doing what you do. You get me? But yeah, that's how I look at it.
Because he's like, you know, it is like when you see like on socials and that, and these women be like, like there's been numerous of stories that I've seen, yeah, where it's like the woman's kind of overpowering the guy, and she's like, this guy doesn't defend himself, he's weak. But it's like, bro, you don't even know. My man is actually the strongest dude. He just knows how to hold himself down.
Right.
Just because he's not as vocal as you are, doesn't mean to say he's weak. He just knows how to navigate. You know what I'm trying to say? But the minute he then voices up, oh, look at you. You're not a man. A real man don't say anything. A real man just keeps quiet. It's like, bro, so what do you want? Do you want someone to
So
be
then-
vocal or you don't? You know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's a no-win factor.
You know it.
So just don't deal with idiots.
Yeah. You know.
A simple way to put
like
it.
that.
Yeah.
Just don't deal with idiots.
There's a lot
Simple way to put
There's a
it.
lot of idiots out here, though.
There is. So just avoid them.
There's a lot
Listen,
of idiots
You
out
can't,
here.
bro. An abrasive woman will destroy you.
Destroy you. Yeah,
We've
facts.
said it numerous times in this pod. We don't deal with the hyenas, bruv. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Don't deal
like,
with the
that's
wolves.
just one thing you don't need.
If
like,
you can't be,
But another thing as well, yeah, like obviously all that social thing, like this is the society, innit? Like women don't care about men's mental health. Like it's facts.
the wrong woman won't care about your,
yeah.
your mental health.
Like majority of them don't care.
If
Just
you,
want a strong
if you
man
mean nothing
to
to them,
do-
yeah, they won't.
That's why a lot of men don't open up, because a lot of men open up to a woman and they get in their face. You get it?
But there's also
That-
guys
that-
that open up to
saying,
women
there's-
and
I
can
hear
be
that
vulnerable
point.
to that woman.
Yeah?
There's also guys that open up to their woman and can be vulnerable to that one woman.
You got to pick the right
yeah,
I think,
you gotta know-
but you know
you
what it is
gotta
though?
know who you're dealing with.
My biggest fear is, yeah, is even the woman that you can open up to one day could just use that against you, even in a way in which she didn't even mean it to come across as that. But you know, the power of her tongue, mad, wild, is crazy.
Why for that guy?
Yeah, but it's crazy.
But
Because you can say,
no, you just said
Yeah.
Ain't that the whole point? Like the whole purpose of being vulnerable? Ain't that like literally the definition of being vulnerable?
what for someone to
Not saying someone to throw it back in your face, but like you've opened up to someone and now like you've told them information that they possibly could use against you. Not saying they would or it would happen, but like that's literally a part of being vulnerable.
For me,
You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
my view on vulnerability is I'm telling you something that's affected me, and I'm telling you in a way in which you can comfort me in a way that I can then navigate out of it. That's for me. That's what my vulnerability is. I don't need you to.
If we get into something and you bring it up out
bring
of
it
the
back
blue,
up.
I'm
You're
like,
not
what?
you're not helping me get
not
out of
helping-
it. You're helping me dig into it to the
that's
point where I
just-
can't get out of
that's
it.
just
Because at the end of the day,
That's the
as
issue.
a man,
Yeah,
like you said, as a man, we deal with things internally.
Internally,
So if I'm
exactly.
telling you something, that's because I'm needing some soothing words coming my way, so then that will motivate me internally to then get out of it. I don't need you to then use that same thing that I told you, throw it at me, and then tell me, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. No, you did because you said it. You know what I'm trying to say? That's my point of view, innit?
Yeah,
So I've been vulnerable before.
I think that comes with it, man.
You've been slapped in my face. It's mad.
Yeah, no.
You
but
what?
that
Wait,
was
we're not
probably-
gonna just go past. You what?
I've been vulnerable to someone before and they slapped in my face.
Yeah,
Like, I told you
why
since
a lot
like
of-
girls.
That's like I said. That's why a lot of men are scared to open up with women because they'll do like
That's
certain
a-
things in it, just their emotions in it.
Yeah, yeah.
Because you remember, men we think with logic, they just think with their emotions in it sometimes. Innit?
Yeah, yeah.
But this is
true.
what
But it depends. At the same time, depends on the right woman in it.
But you know what? Saying that at the same time, it can even come down to your own friends.
I was about to
I'm
say
talking
that.
about male friends because your male friends could run that same thing that you said.
Exactly.
That's the gossip central for the whole group chat. Guys are just getting onto you. You're like, raw. I can't even rely on you now. So you're
Yeah, no,
moving like a
it's-
female, telling people about my situation, but it's like, whoa, what's going on? So I can't tell my friends. I can't tell my girl. All right, cool. You can say you can rely on family, but sometimes family is even worse because they'd be like, oh, yeah, it's just whatever. So it's like, who do you then confide into but yourself? So for me, I feel like I got a strong mental capacity to deal with things. But there definitely been times where I've just been in my room sitting down and I'm just bawling my eyes up for no reason. Like certain song will just trigger it. And I'm like, raw. All right, pattern up, big man. All right, cool. We're back. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, it sounds mad, but boy, see what I'm saying? This is what I'm trying to say, vulnerability. See, a man will find that funny, but
But that's affecting you. It's how you was feeling that moment in time. You shouldn't be finding that funny.
Nah, I'm not,
Yeah, I know,
I'm
because
laughing
you
the
see
way,
where it
the way
is.
you said it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a bit.
But
a man
it is-
can't just play music and cry.
No, that's mad.
this guy definitely cries to
man.
NBA when he's there, like going through stress. Like,
Nah, that's
bro.
madness.
You definitely cried when NBA was on house arrest.
but this is what I'm trying to say is about.
What, young boy?
Yeah.
This guy walks around with a green bandana in London, bro.
That's not a good
No, but on an all serious note, though, it's like you have to feel, like you said, it's about loving yourself at the same time. It all goes back to just how you want to view yourself and how you want to, how strong you are in terms of whatever the weather. But I do feel like men in this society, it's like it's like you're getting forced in a bucket that has holes in it. First, you need to be a man. But then in order to be a man, you also then need to respect the woman. But also to respect the woman, you then need to be a man and put your foot down. But then you can't put your foot down because the woman's be like, oh, you're controlling. It's like there's so many different things that you can be and can't be at the same time. It's like, yo, stop telling me to be a man. And then
Just be yourself.
the saddest thing is you got a man out here
Just be yourself.
that don't even represent real men. And the saddest thing is the real men are getting reduced in numbers. You know what I'm trying to say?
But what's classed as a real man?
What's a real man in your opinion?
Whatever life I live, my truth.
That's a good
Yeah.
question.
My truth. Your perception of a real man could be different to mine. But you can still class yourself as a real man. I might not class you as a real man, but I might
Yeah.
class myself as one.
Yeah,
That's
it.
fine.
Yeah, no, for real.
We all live
Do
different
you
lives.
class him as a real man? Let me just call.
Do I class him as a real man?
Yeah,
Why you smiling?
You're trying to trust me, like?
He's an upstanding member of this community.
Right,
I
exactly.
don't know if that's yes or no, but yeah.
Yeah, I've agreed to it.
Okay.
I've even emphasized a little bit more for you.
Yeah, no, I hear it still.
Yeah, nah, bro.
Cheers, man.
It's not
Oh, man. That brother love, man. You talk
it's not
about.
a straightforward thing, innit? Like, it's not just one thing being a man. It's like loads of different things, and everyone's figuring it out, man. No one's got life figured out at the end of the day, innit? We're all here learning.
That's what I'm trying to say, because you know when people are like, oh, back in the day, men used to do this. All right, cool.
Sure.
But all that back in the day stuff,
Back in the day.
Sure.
you know what it is? You ask the
Stuff
people
like
that,
that
was
can't
in
work.
back in the day, and they'll be like, they want the men back in them days, and then them days, and then them
But they
days.
used
And
to do
like,
hands on feet on women anyway, back in the day.
Oh, is that what you
Like
remember?
that.
Is that what you remember from that, innit?
Back in the day, yeah, they used to do bare hands and feet
It was
on females.
kind of more normal.
So if
Is
they
that
wanna
what
do
you
back in
remember
the
from
day-
that though, innit?
What?
Huh?
What you say?
like
Hey,
Tina
don't
Turner
mind
and
me.
Icon, like that. Them lot there, like, so it's like when you're talking about real men, it's like the real
can't-
men
They
back
used to
them
abuse
days.
women back in the day anyway.
If-
bro.
you know what I'm
They
trying
can't
to say?
talk about no real man, bro. What them grandfathers were doing?
Exactly.
When they will make a family there, go Africa, go Caribbean,
Go
and have another
Africa,
family,
man.
and you wouldn't know
Have
about
another
it. You talk
family.
about real man.
That's what I'm trying to say. So it's like everyone got their own interpretation. It's like there's no what's the word I'm looking for? There's no portrayal of a real man. It's just down to how you view yourself and
As I
how
said,
you conduct yourself and
Live your
exactly what you
truth.
said.
Live your truth.
But
Yeah,
then
so
this is,
the internet. If you're a real man, you're a real man, innit?
yeah.
That's it.
But then you got a birth of these new generation of women that will try to dictate to you what a real man is. And it's like, who the hell are you? Where's your dad in your life?
As I said, life is just full of opinions, man.
Yeah,
You
that's
got
what it is,
you're
man.
a single mum and you're telling me about being a dad,
Bro,
being a man. Like, bro,
Nah, yo,
Calm
why
down,
the
man.
single
Hey,
man?
hey,
no,
hey,
bro,
hey,
because like you
Alright,
can't tell
alright.
me
A
about
single
how to be a
mom can't
man.
tell you to be a real man.
Alright.
A single mom can't tell you to be a real man.
I'll tell her, do you know what a real man is?
If I'm being honest, I think the only time that would really come up if like the guy they're dealing with is not handling business. You know what I'm saying? Not
Yeah.
like just
Yeah, but then
not just doing what he needs to do.
Right.
Like, like
It's
supporting
the guy
them,
you
taking care
chose,
of
though,
them.
innit?
Yeah,
It's like,
you know what I'm trying to say?
Cheat.
Like, so what is
I'm just talking about in terms of like that,
dunno.
like real man thing. Like at the end of the day, I say this to all my brethren, like, bro, just whatever you're doing, do that, fine, whatever. But just make sure you're handling your business at the end of the day, innit? Like the things you need to do, the things that need to happen, happen, and then whatever else you do after that is your business. You know what I'm saying?
And a lot of men die from
that's
this,
it.
you know. Like, serious, like,
From trying to be a real man.
from real man and all this stuff. Like,
no,
mental
but you
health,
just
like,
need to be
serious, bro.
happy with yourself.
Yeah, no.
Stop trying to live up to anyone's expectation but yourself.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
it, man.
yeah.
And that
I
is
think-
fundamental.
I think, yeah, everyone's just got to be like, like Doctor said, just got to be true to yourself, man. Because there's loads of opinions out there. Social media is rampant with it. Like, you can't, if you're living your life to please people on social media, you need to just stop and like rewind, innit? Because there's loads of people out there with different, like, crazy opinions, stuff that they don't even do themselves. You know, loads of crazy people out there just saying anything and whatever comes to their head for likes as well. Imagine living your life for some, like, you don't even know these people to begin with. Like, how can, like, bro, I think,
They need to
how can
rewind
you,
and join your running club. Like.
hey, come to Oslo, man. You get me?
on.
Oslo Sports
That's
Club.
what
But you can't let, it's like me, yeah. How I look at it is this, yeah. How can you, it's like letting a stranger just walk up to you and tell you, you know what, yeah, these crepes you're wearing, they're crap. You shouldn't have this jacket on because, you know, it's like, bro, you're talking, like, who are you? Just move, like, just get out the way. That's how you should treat social media, because you're internalizing these things from strangers you don't know. It doesn't make sense.
See what Mike Tyson said?
Yeah,
A
bro.
lot of people on the internet deserve a punch in the head. And that will stop a lot of people from chatting a lot about, like, because think about it, when you're on the internet, it's easy to portray a whole fake personality
it is
that you wouldn't say online or in person. You know what I'm trying to say?
You know what it is though, yeah? I think people have been chatting from dawn of time. It's just internet's it's like has
like
increased,
a more
has
better
increased
platform.
the audience.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? That's
yeah.
all it is. Like people might say we're chatting here now.
Yeah, no,
Like,
we've seen the
110%.
comments, bro.
yeah, exactly.
You've
Like,
seen it.
But who gives a
Who
you know what
they
I'm saying?
saying that's chatting though?
All of us have had
Everyone.
allegations at one point or another time, innit? You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, anyway.
Rough.
I see it
was I
all the
gonna
time
say?
in the comment section and that. But
I just think you gotta ignore people, like you're saying, you just gotta ignore people, bro, and do your own thing. You know what I'm saying? But like
100.
at the same time, like, let's keep it real. Like there is bare waste man out here. Like let's not mix words. You know what I'm saying?
true,
Like
true.
there is bare waste man out here. But like I said, just handle your business, man. You know what I'm saying? And stay under 75 kg. You know what I mean?
this guy.
Guy.
That was a joke. It was a joke,
Whoa,
man. It was a
Luke.
joke. It was a joke.
This 75 kg means a lot to you, though.
Let me ask you. Let me ask you, man, a question then. What's the most positive thing that you can think of for being a man in your life at the moment?
For me,
And I know see, you're viewing that question like that's the dumb question.
I can answer it.
But
I know what you mean.
I don't understand the question.
What is
the positive of being a man?
Yeah, for you in your life right now, if you view yourself as a man, what is the one benefit that you can say? Yeah,
I was gonna say something dumb. Sorry.
no, but I'm saying, what is the one thing you can say? I'm proud to be a man because I am of so and so. Like,
Right,
if you look at yourself in the mirror, yeah, what are you proud about? For you standing on,
Right.
if you want to classify yourself as a man, what do you do that you can say I'm proud of because that makes me a man?
Loving myself, looking after my youth. Yeah, pretty much that's it, isn't it?
Present
see?
father.
Boom.
Yeah.
Present, yeah.
Present
man.
father. Yeah. All right, for me, that's. I think I'm someone that's dependable. Like my family can depend on me. My siblings, my sisters, younger sisters. Yeah, someone that's dependable and you can, sort stuff out. Yeah.
Definitely fatherhood. To even be able to be here today and speak, like breathe, like with the trials and tribulations that I've faced in life and things like that, I'm able to steer an innocent human in a certain way of life without having to make the same mistakes I did.
Yeah.
That gives me like a purpose in life. So that's for me. That's my answer.
Yeah. You saying DK?
What? Why am I proud to be a man?
You heard everyone give answers.
No
mean,
pressure, man.
like-
No pressure.
I don't know. I ain't really got one answer for you. Like, man, like, I don't really think about these type of things. Man, just gets up and do what I need to do, innit? Like,
You get
I'd
it?
say, I don't know, like,
Just keeping it pushing.
yes, yeah, similar sort of thing. Keep it pushing. Like, my friends, like, if they need something, they know they can call, man. If it's within my power to help them, man will help. Like, same with my sister, family, and that. You know what I mean? Yeah, but
about
you know
being
what I mean?
supported.
Also, is there this is there a level of pressure we put on ourselves as men? That why can't we just be enough, just being us?
Now, this is why I wanted to ask the
definitely.
first question, because you see how everyone was laughing, but then when they actually think about it, the whole tone changed. Everyone's mood changed. They're like, rah. It got a bit, you know what I'm saying? Because at first you laugh about it, but then when you actually deep it, it's like, you know what? That's what I wanted to see. Because whatever you just answered, you should be happy, and that should be the motivation to carry on every day.
I think the pressure, like, I think this is where our gen's a bit different to previous gens. Like as much as you can ignore the internet, like the internet will increase pressure in terms of like what you need to have or like where you need to be at a certain point in your life, innit? You know what I mean? But I do think it's like a part of it as well is innate. Like, let's be honest, like we all want a nice looking girl, like we all want like a good family unit. You know what I'm saying? At some point in life, but I'd say most of us would. You know what I'm saying?
Good family.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course.
Like, yeah. So I don't know. I think it's just one of those. Like, it's not really like a right or wrong answer, really and truly. I don't know. It's a hard one to really think about.
If I was to answer that question for myself, yeah, I'll say just being there for my family and my friends, really. But if it weren't for them, I don't think I'll be here still. Personally, I'm just saying that for the bottom, because my family is always going to be there as motivation. My friends, that I can have my family, don't get me wrong, but see my friends, yeah, everyone in my friendship group, they give me the motivation to do better. You know what I'm trying to say? And how we grew up, like Doctor said, how guys grew up, and to still be in a bubble where we still talk, like we might not talk on a day-to-day basis, but the fact that I know you're out here, you're not a bum, you're working, you're doing something, you're motivated in life, and then obviously seeing him raising kids and Kizzle and all that, you know, that's there is motivation to see. No one that I've known that are in my immediate group has given up in life.
Yeah.
And that keeps me grounded, innit? Keeps me level-headed. So,
facts. Even doing the pod, bro. This
I'm
is
trying to say.
big, you know. Coming from where we come from, like obviously I'm just meeting you two for the first time here, but like just coming from where we come from, it's not like this ain't the norm. You get me? Sitting here doing a podcast, chatting shit, or whatever. You get me? It's not it's not the norm. So even to be at a place where you're able to do this, you might are doing it consistently. You got like 10K subscribers now. You get me? And doing that, just actively choosing a different path to like try and get ahead of life. You get me? It's commendable, man. You man should big yourselves up.
And this is another thing that I wanted you on. The partnership and collaboration, helping one another out. And I feel like a lot of men feel like you can't help guys out. Like, bro, we're helping each other out right now. Just being present. Being present, being the date, anything, any sort of support, whether it's paid support or free, it's support regardless. You're still actively saying something. If it could be a word of mouth, hey, you see this man podcast, it might not go nowhere, but you've still done something. You know what I'm trying to say? You get it? So that's me, get me. Mandem.